Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to Mystic Unicorn Tarot, and welcome to your love reading for the month of October of 2023. Thank you so very much for tuning in. So this is going to be your reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, also North Node. Any other major placements, Mars and Mercury potentially, but mainly Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. And if you are a cross watcher, if you're not a Cancer, but you are cross-watching for a Cancer, then this could absolutely resonate for you as well, okay? Please take what resonates, take it as it fits, leave the rest. I'm starting with my shadow deck right now, Cancer, because in connecting to your energy to begin with in this session, I'm feeling a lot of sorrow and sadness. And as I've been feeling through it, what I'm actually hearing is karmic lessons are being learned, karmic ties are being cut, or at the very least, karmic ties are needing to be cut. Cancer, you are in a moment right now where you are learning to cut the karmic ties. You are learning to cut yourself free from that makes you feel less than an individual. The snake caught my attention. It's reversed, Spirit is saying. And it's reversed, Cancer, because this is the karmic tie that needs to be cut. Okay, you've got a snake in the grass. You've got a snake in your vicinity. I'm going to continue shuffling, and then we're going to get into this. This is the Love Oracle deck, but there is a snake that you need to cut karmic ties with. All right? Last shuffle here, Cancer, and then we'll see, because there's a lot of sorrow. I was picking up on a lot of sadness, a lot of sorrow for you. Some of you, I'm seeing the Hermit in my head, so right now you may be in a bit of a hermit mode energy, in solitude. You may be isolating yourself. This may be a moment, Cancer, where you have retreated into your shell, as Cancers often do. When they're experiencing pain. I'm getting feelings of not necessarily wanting to be seen out in public, maybe when you are a very lively person. Yeah, I'm getting hermit mode energies for you right now. But here's the thing, Cancer. In this hermit mode that I feel you're in right now, it's as if you're reprimanding yourself. It's not necessarily that you are in hermit mode because you know, you just want to spend time on your own, or you're working. It's not necessarily that you're working on healing. At this point, or right now, I feel like it's like you've placed yourself in timeout. Needlessly is what I'm hearing, but I understand why you would want to do that. I'm no stranger to beating myself up about stupid bullshit. And yeah, it's stupid bullshit, but whatever. Cancer, please show me Cancer. See first. The first card out goes flying out on the floor, and when it goes flying out on the floor like this, I feel like it's a rejection. It's camera, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past and make memories. Unfortunately, Cancer, what it feels like here is this hermit mode that you are in is literally a rejection. Okay, maybe it's still too raw, the wound that you're dealing with right now, whether this is a fresh wound or this is a recurring theme or recurring cycle that you've been dealing with. It's as if you are not even trying to look at it right now. I mean, throwing this camera energy away in some cases feels good because it does say keepsake on here, and reminiscing and keepsake are the first the first words on this card. So maybe you're throwing out any sort of keepsakes, right? You're throwing out any sort of reminiscent energy, anything that would remind you of this person or this situation, this love dynamic. I feel like you're throwing that away, or you're rejecting it. And to be honest with you, that is a good thing. But this also what this says though, Cancer, is learn from the past. I don't feel like you're ready for that yet. It's like Spirit keeps driving you to look, or pushing you. In some cases, I'm hearing forcing you to look at the situation so that you can, in fact, learn from it, because ultimately that's the goal here. But you keep rejecting that. At least I want to say at least for now. And so maybe either this reading, this message, or something is going to catalyze, something in your life is going to catalyze you finally looking at the situation. But looking at the situation, Cancer, I'm hearing is going to require you to see it as it actually is, and not necessarily how your ego may be making it out right now. And I do feel like for some of you right now, your butt hurt. Okay, your ego is pretty bruised, and so you're not wanting to look at this because it's too painful at the moment. That I understand. There is no rush, okay? But there is a recurring theme here, Cancer, I'm picking up, of you consistently refusing to look at the situation as it actually is. And then you get back into it, wondering if it's going to be the same, hoping that it's going to change, but it doesn't change. So the only thing left to do on your end is to change the way you approach the situation. And for some of you, I'm hearing that's leaving the situation together behind altogether. All right, let's keep going. Cancer, please. October 2023. Cassette, there we go. The next card out is cassette. I'm gonna leave it there. And then at the bottom of the deck, Cancer, is the snake again in reverse. This is the overall energy. And the next card that's come out here is cassette. And that is outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. So some of you are replaying events over and over and over in your head. You're trying to figure out what went wrong, but specifically I'm hearing and feeling that you're trying to figure out how to make this situation work again. But you have this snake energy here, Cancer. And snake is in reverse specifically for you because you are not letting this go. Okay, the feeling that I'm getting from this is that you are refusing to learn the lesson. You're refusing to see the situation, you're refusing to see the situation as it truly is. You're refusing to see this individual for who they truly are. I just heard you keep making excuses for them. But this is something that I channeled a few weeks ago. You making, or somebody making excuses for someone else's poor decisions or poor behavior is also you making an excuse for yourself as to why you are still dealing with them in this way, or as to why you are still involved with them in this same way, or as to why you are still with them. The excuses that you're making are not for the other person. The excuses that you're making are for yourself, for still being with them, even though you know it's not right. And whether it's right or wrong is no one else's judgment call other than your own. But you would know if this situation is not right for you if you constantly are finding yourself having to make excuses for them, which in turn excuses or tries to excuse yourself. Does that make sense? For some of you, we're going to get into the tarot here, but for some of you, y'all need to be Death. 10 of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. For some of you, y'all need to be releasing yourselves of any sort of keepsakes that you still have. T-shirts, sweatshirts, trinkets, gifts that this person has given you, things or items that you have identified with or that you associate with this relationship. There are some, I'm picking up on travel. Some of you have traveled with this person and you have acquired some things that remind you of this trip, or maybe these trips that you've taken with this person. And some of these things are really valuable keepsakes, whether they are worth a lot of money or they hold a lot of sentimental value to you. But what I'm picking up on, Cancer, is you're sitting there, you're sitting there staring at these items, running through the memories of the good times, but those memories don't reflect the current energy. Those memories don't really reflect what the situation is. And some of you are needing to come to terms with the fact that whatever situationship you've got going on here it was built on lies. And I'm hearing that specifically, lies. It was built on a faulty foundation. And that's part of the reason why you don't want to, I mean, like, it's like you don't want to believe that this may, that the chances of this working out were really all that good to begin with. That is a tough lesson to learn. For some of you, this is someone that you've been involved with or that you've had feelings for a long time. For others of you, this is a recurring cycle with different people, but the same type of energy. 2 more shuffles here. I want to look at camera first and then cassette, because camera is this energy of reminiscing, keepsake. 7 of Cups. All right, you're confused. That makes sense. You're confused. You're drowning in emotions right now. You're drowning in your own emotions right now. Okay. I just don't get it, is what I'm hearing. With this 7 of Cups energy, however, Cancer, I feel like this is another way that you may be trying to make excuses. You're trying to find ways to excuse this person and or excuse yourself. You're trying to find ways to make this make sense. And yet it still doesn't. It never has in some cases, and it never will, is what I'm hearing. Okay, let's talk about this camera energy, this reminiscent energy, these keepsakes, this need to learn from the past. Because remember, this energy was rejected. This energy was thrown off the floor. And the biggest thing that I'm getting from this is rejecting learning from the past. Show me camera for Cancer, please. The Queen of Swords, dude. The Queen of Swords, honey, I can't make this up. The Queen of Swords represents just completely cutting that shit off altogether. There is no reason to be reminiscent. This is not the King of Swords, where we're being objective and we're looking at everything as it truly is, or we're seeking things as they truly are, and we're trying to make sense of it. We're trying to come to terms with it. You're trying to understand it so that you can make an appropriate decision. But this is not that. This is the Queen. The Queen of Swords knows what she knows, or knows what she wants, knows who she is, I guess you could say, and is not about to, she's not about to argue. You see how her hand is up like that? Like, no, whoa. I'm gonna need you to stop right now. We're not gonna argue about this. There is no discussion to be had here. We are making a cut. I'm hearing we are making an end to this. This is strict black or white type of energy. If it doesn't, especially in terms of certain keepsakes, I'm literally getting certain physical items that remind you of this person, that remind you of this relationship. The Queen of Swords says, if it doesn't serve me, throw that shit in the garbage. If it keeps me in this energy of, oh, I wish so-and-so would come back, or I wish this would work out, or I wish things could be different, blah, 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 blah. No, we ain't doing that around here, says the Queen of Swords. Cut that shit out. Throw it in the garbage. Get rid of it. I'm done. Camera? Anything else for camera? For Cancer? Damn. Cancer. Look, there's death again. Don't take this one. There's death again, but this time it's reversed. I'm hearing you're rejecting an opportunity to transform. However, the transformation is gonna happen. It's gonna happen, Cancer. All right, you have the Queen of Swords here, you have death in reverse, and then you have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is upright, but death is in reverse. So you are going to be in this limbo energy, Cancer, until you make the decision. Until, I want to see what this is. Yeah, see, it's the 7 of Cups. That was that card that I was told not to take. It was the 7 of Cups again. You are going to be held in this limbo until you make the decision, and I'm hearing until you choose what's right for you. Not this and it's not this keepsake. Okay, and this keepsake energy may not necessarily be anything physical or tangible. All right, take it as it resonates, but it could just be an emotion, a certain memory that you have, that you've just been holding on to, clinging on to for dear life. I'm getting when the relationship or the situationship was at its most ideal, or at the very least, I'm going to say on the surface, it looked like it was ideal, But it was a lie. It was a sham. It was never really going to be exactly what you thought it was going to be. And that's not something that you should beat yourself up about. I'm getting an energy of somebody baiting and switching you. Okay, that's not your fault. That's not anything you have responsibility over. But what you do have responsibility over is how you interact, how you associate with the situation. And in this case, the Queen of Swords says, cut that shit out. Just cut it. It doesn't serve you anymore. And you're going to be in this limbo, the Hanged Man, until you reach the level of enlightenment that allows you to then move into the transformation, death. You might be dealing with a Scorpio, you might be dealing with a Pisces, you might be dealing with a Libra. Or another air sign, Aquarius or Gemini, but specifically a Libra with the Queen of Swords here. And then overall energy is the Seven of Pentacles. This is a card that speaks to, in some cases, Einstein's definition of insanity, doing something over and over again but expecting a different result. The Seven of Pentacles here represents learning from the situation, which is exactly what camera says, learning from the past. But that is something that somebody here that this reading is meant for is having difficulty with, actually learning from the past. And learning from the past requires you to see it as it actually truly is. And it also requires you to take responsibility. Because even though someone may have mistreated you, treated you poorly, taken advantage of you, whatnot, whatever, ultimately, at the end of the day, on some level, you still allowed it to happen. I know that's difficult to accept. I know that's not something that anybody really necessarily wants to hear, but that's the truth. All relationships are a two-way street. Even when you're a child and, you know, things are getting abusive or have been abusive, you grow up, you start to gain some autonomy, right? And then it's on you to place the boundaries. I know that may have been a really, I don't know why that analogy came through, but that's the thing. At some point, you've got to protect yourself. At some point, you have got to put the boundaries up and say no more. And that's what this Seven of Pentacles energy is kind of representing. It's representing you getting to a point where it's like, all right, well, I got to do something about this because this is what has been growing and this is not what I want. So I'm going to have to move differently is what I'm hearing. Okay? Speaking of moving differently, let's talk about this cassette energy then. This outdated thinking, this conditioning, replaying events over in your head. Show me cassette for Cancer, please. The Queen of Wands reversed. This is an old and outdated alignment. I feel like I've said this to you before, Cancer. And I'm seeing when I was up at my other apartment before I moved into this one. So it wasn't too long ago. But there is an energy here, Cancer, of you being, of this alignment, whatever it is you've been drawing towards you, okay, in your Queen of Wands energy, your magnetic energy. This is not something that you are meant to be in alignment to anymore. Or at the very least, this is not something you want to be in alignment with any longer. This does not serve you, is what I'm hearing. And yet you're still allowing it not only to come to you, but you're still accepting it. And that's where we get tripped up with the universe. Like shit can come at you all the time. You don't have to accept it. But see, in this situation, you're still accepting it. And so that tells the universe, oh, that's what they want. That's what she wants. That's what he wants. All right, I'm going to give her more of that then. But it's not what you want. So stop accepting it. Outdated thinking. Stop accepting it. It's not what you want. This is out of alignment with you. And quite frankly, this alignment no longer serves you. It didn't serve you in the past, but it definitely doesn't serve you now, because now I feel like, especially with this Queen of Swords energy, you are of a different mind. You at least have the ability to see past it, to see through the situation, to see it for what it truly is. And yet outdated thinking is keeping you in this karmic loop. Anything else for cassette? For Cancer? Excuse me. There's that karmic loop, the Wheel of Fortune reversed. That karmic hamster wheel. 5 of Wands, and then also the 10 of Pentacles. So this may actually be a family dynamic. This may be someone that you are engaged to, I'm hearing, or you have been engaged to for a few years, maybe even 5 years. This is someone maybe that you're married to, someone that you have a family with, or at the very least, it's just a long-term, long-standing situation. It's been a thing for a while, 10 of Pentacles, right? But you have that with the 5 of Wands. You are what I want to say here, Cancer, is even you are in conflict with yourself about this at the moment. You're like, what the fuck, girl? What the fuck, bro? Why am I still even doing this? Well, because I've been in it for a long time and I don't want to necessarily let go of it now. Honey, you have to. Snake is reversed. You also have the golden mirror underneath that, which talks about self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship love bomb. You have that reversed underneath the snake. Girl, let this go. Bro, let this go. It's time to free yourself from this. Yeah, see, and then underneath all that, you have the snake in reverse, then you have a golden mirror in reverse, and then you have love in reverse. This is not love. This is addiction. This is codependency. This is not love. Now, the 5 of Wands to the 10 of Pentacles. Let's talk about that a little bit more, because what I'm picking up on for this, Cancer, for you is your vision, your long-term goals, what it is you really want to be achieving in life, what it is you want to have, the stability that you want to have, the family life, the permanence that you want to have, that's changing also. Okay? So it's much deeper. It's much deeper than, oh, it's just this person, or I've outgrown this person, I've outgrown this relationship specifically. No, it's much deeper than that. This is actually helping you to see that something that you have been pursuing, your long-term goals, are actually changing. What it is you want out of a family, what it is you want out of a relationship, what it is you want out of a long-term situation is actually starting to change. And for some of you, I'm getting, well, no, the feeling here that I'm getting is that it's because you're maturing as a person, as a grown adult. And you may be a grown-ass adult, okay? A lot of my audience is in like their 30s and 40s and up. All right, so you may be a grown-ass woman, you may be a grown-ass man, but emotionally, you're maturing now. And that's putting you at odds with some of the things that you wanted in the past. Hello. Queen of Wands, reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Hello. See, but Cancer, you're gonna be stuck here. You are going to be stuck here until you learn the lesson. Hanged Man, death. The Hanged Man is upright, death is in reverse, Queen of Swords. Until you learn the lesson, the Queen of Swords is upright. You're gonna be stuck here. But don't worry, the universe is going to provide you with the opportunities to gain that enlightenment, but you have to allow it in. No one can release you from this limbo other than your own self. And the divine, the universe, your higher self, your angels, your way showers, your guides are absolutely going to do everything that they can to help facilitate this for you. But you have to be the one to accept it. And you have to be the one to move forward with it. Okay? At the bottom of the deck, there's that 7 of Cups again. I really feel like, Cancer, you are actively keeping yourself in a state of confusion, even in a state of blindness, because you don't want to see the truth. I feel like you are literally holding yourself here. There is delusion here. Some of you are actually being delusional. Oh, well, if I just stay in this space right here where nothing makes sense, then everything will be fine because nothing will ever have to make sense. So I can just live here. I mean, you can, if you want. It's really not advisable, though. You're not doing yourself any favors by staying in this space. Honey, you're not doing yourself any favors. You're just keeping yourself in limbo. And quite frankly, you are keeping yourself from getting what it is that you actually truly want. Closing message for you, Cancer. Closing message for Cancer, please. The sun in reverse. That is good. Even though the sun is reversed, it's still here. And it's the most optimistic card in the deck. Yeah. All right, okay. You have the sun in reverse, and then with that you have the Six of Cups. This is quite literally saying, I just wanted to say Libra, and then I wanted to say Leo. Now, Libra did come out here with the Queen of Swords. You may have Libra in your chart. You may be dealing with a Libra. And then Leo is here with the sun. You may have Leo in your chart. You may be dealing with a Leo. But Cancer, this is quite literally saying the past, the reality of the past is being shown to you. And it's not ideal. It's not something you want to see. It's not something that looks good to you. Maybe seeing this for what it truly is does not feel good to you. But ultimately, whatever the sun reveals to you, whatever the sun illuminates for you, however the sunlight burns you, honey, it's one of the best burns you can ever get in your life, because now you're aware. But you see, that means that you have to take action accordingly. And that's why the sun is reversed here. Because you couldn't do anything about it if you weren't aware of it. But now you are. And so now, or you're becoming aware. And so now, what does that mean? That means you need to act accordingly. It's on you. At this point, you're aware of it. So if you're not happy with it and you don't take responsibility and make the changes that are necessary here, then you can't really blame anyone else but yourself. And here you are denying. Two of Swords. No, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. You have to, Cancer. Or you're going to be stuck in limbo. Or you're going to be stuck in limbo. It's your responsibility, not theirs. They may have treated you like shit. They may have been a terrible, awful partner and just whatever. Wow. Y'all, you would not believe somebody that I actually feel like would definitely resonate with this message is literally calling me right now. Come out of denial. Please, Cancer. Come out of denial and save yourself. Closing messages from the Romance Angels. Last shuffle. You can't make this stuff up, you guys. You cannot make this stuff up. Closing message for my Cancerian, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. It is safe for you to love. So some of you have been in this situation for so long because you feel like there is no one else to love you. This situation has been, for some of you, this has been a situation in which you have been made to feel like your love is too much, or truly loving someone is not an option. I don't know how else to describe this for some of you, but it is safe for you to love. But what I'm feeling here, the dominant message here is and now this person that was just calling me that identifies as a Cancer and would resonate with this wholeheartedly. She was calling me while I'm doing this reading, and then she says, "Oops, my bad, but dial." There were no accidents. All right? It is safe for you to love. And for some of you, loving means leaving the situation behind. Anything else? Closing messages for Cancer? Separation is needed. Time away, time apart from this partner is on the horizon. And then you do have calling in your soulmate. Ultimately, that is the goal here. You need to allow yourself to go into separation with this person. and allow that separation to enlighten you. The Sun, the Hanged Man, and Death. You see, what's crazy about this is all of these images are upside down, but the Hanged Man is the only one that's actually upright. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you so much for tuning in, Cancer. I really, truly hope this was helpful for you. I love you so much. I'm sending you so much love. Please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're new here and you haven't done so already. If you'd like a personal reading with me, I am available for that. Check the information in the description box below. But with that said, I hope you have a fantastic month, and I look forward to connecting with you again for our next reading very, very soon. Yes? Excellent. Uh-oh. Wait, I need that. Wait, okay. Bye. I love you.